You get into bed, lay back, close your eyes, and expect that eventually you'll fall asleep. A process that requires almost no effort, that is, until it doesn't happen. You lay there awake and your awareness of how untired you are pushes you further away from your desired destination. Sleep's pretty mad when you think about it. We follow the same process every night and just expect it to happen. And even scarier, we expect to just wake up. That's a lot of trust in a process that we have literally no control over, isn't it? Mostly all of our focus goes into optimizing the time when we're awake with very little consideration for what's going on while we're asleep. After all, we're not quote unquote present to experience it, so why does it even matter? But what if the one thing that we neglect as a result of maximizing the present is the one thing that could actually make our experience in the present inherently better? The world's become hooked on focus, productivity, and just getting shit done, which as a result has seen a rise in the supplementation of nootropics and an over-reliance on our good old friend, caffeine. When I think about it, I wake up and within 10 minutes, I'm sipping my first coffee of the day, drinking away the tiredness and chasing this optimum flow with no consideration for the impact that doing so has on the very thing that could enhance my focus. Sleep. We're told that sleep is the greatest performance enhancer in the world. But what does that mean, and what does the research show? Well, decades of research has shown that sleep is not just rest, it's active biological recovery that optimizes both your body and your mind. And that when we utilize it, it offers us more reliable, consistent performance improvements than any supplement, training trick, or stimulant. While we're asleep and blissfully unaware of what's going on inside, our body's not off, it's going through some pretty critical regeneration processes, regulating hormones, repairing muscles, supporting our immune system. In effect, when we sleep, our body hits the biological reset button and our body goes to work, which is why professional athletes put so much focus on sleep. A major systemic review concluded that increasing sleep duration, either overnight or via naps, drastically improves cognitive performance when compared to either restricted or habitual sleep. But why? Well, research shows that when sleep is restricted, it negatively affects concentration, reaction time, and exasperates clouded thinking. In short, better sleep improves how well you can think and focus, not just how fast and strong you are. These effects explain why many researchers say that sleep deprivation undermines the return on your training and lifestyle efforts. So the bottom line is, you can exercise as much as you want, but without sleep, you're fucking up your precious gains, bro. So I guess we could track it more, put more focus on the data and become as data obsessed as we are with every single other bloody metric that there is on the face of the earth at the moment. But what if this over-analysis of data is one of the very reasons that we perhaps don't get the sleep quality that we desire? Ultimately, we know what we need to do. Dim lights, breathing, live like a Buddhist monk, journal, but implementing them all into our schedule, it's not quite as straightforward as that, is it? So how can we optimize our sleep in the most simplistic, beneficial way possible with the least amount of effort? Because where most sleep advice fails is it's too complicated, too fragile, and too demanding. So if we could only do 3 things to improve our sleep, what would they be? Wake up at the same time every day. This has been shown to anchor our circadian rhythm and increase melatonin production, which helps deepen sleep cycles. Set a lights down time, not a bedtime. Basically, a time 90 minutes before we go to sleep, we turn off the overhead lights and then revert to the old lampy things. This drops cortisol, triggers melatonin, and helps sleep pressure rise naturally. And finally, keep phones out of the bedroom. The bedroom is for sleeping only and other things. We can scroll, text, watch, just not in the bedroom. The bedroom is strictly for sleep. And by doing so, that trains your brain to associate bed with sleep. This is as much a lesson for me as it is for you. I just find it fascinating that we underutilize one of the most low-effort performance-enhancing tools that we have in our locker. The bottom line, sleep amplifies every single system that produces performance, while poor sleep quietly destroys our progress. Food for thought. Stay humble.